Hey, welcome back to another episode of the best album intros ever. For episode 3, we have chosen Mellon, Collie and the Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins from the album of the same name. A classic intro from a classic LP from the Smashing Pumpkins' vast catalog. So, for a little background on the album, Mellon, Collie and the Infinite Sadness is the third studio album by American alternative rock band or grunge band, however you want to label them, the Smashing Pumpkins, released on October 24, 1995 in the United Kingdom and a day later in the United States on Virgin Records. Produced by frontman Billy Corgan, hey, what a surprise! With Flood and Alan Moulder, the 28-track album was released as a 2-disc CD and triple LP. This album features a wide array of styles as well as greater musical input from bassist Darcy Gretzky and second guitarist James Iha, which I think is great because their input was much needed in this album to create such a different kind of record for the Smashing Pumpkins. Now, from the outset, the band intended the new record to be a concept double album, partly inspired by the Beatles' self-titled album, even though I found out through research that Billy does not like that term at all. But anyways, the songs of Mellon, Collie and the Infinite Sadness are intended to hang together conceptually, with the two halves of the album representing day and night. Praised by critics for its ambition and scope, Mellon, Collie and the Infinite Sadness earned the band 7 Grammy Award nominations in 1997, including Album of the Year and Record of the Year. Now, the recording sessions saw a wealth of productivity. Dozens of fully completed songs were cut from the album, and they would turn up on later releases. Now let's get to the juicy bit, the reason why you clicked on this video and why we made it in the first place, which is the intro. So, regarding the intro, which carries the same name as the album, Mellon, Collie and the Infinite Sadness, it is a beautiful composition that is mainly played on the piano, with some additional layers of strings that enter at the middle section of the song, and the layers keep on growing and growing towards the end, but right before it finishes, only one layer of strings is left alongside the piano. Now the intro beautifully returns to how it started, with only the piano left, and ending in a rallentando passage, which is starting to get slower and slower and just ending with a couple of notes. Now, I think this intro is the perfect way to set the mood for the whole album by sending nostalgic vibes mixed with melancholy that truly represent the song's title, and with Tonight Tonight being the follow-up track, it combines perfectly and creates an epic intro for an incredible journey, with the follow-up track Tonight Tonight just entering with full-on speed, you know, bum, bum, dum, 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 you know, with the string section and all of that just being combined, and then all of a sudden it just goes down, and then time is never time at all, with, you know, with Billy Corgan's distinctive voice. And I just love how the intro sets the mood for Tonight Tonight and for the rest of the album that's to come. I mean, they do dive into a lot of kind of styles, so it's kind of hard to just set the mood with one intro, but I think it does it perfectly. I love how it represents the song's title to its whole extent, and it gives me a lot of nostalgic vibes when I listen to it. So if you haven't heard this intro or the whole album, I think it is really worth your time. It is one of those representative albums from the 90s that really has that alternative rock, grunge era feel to it, but in a really experimental way. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and leave us a comment on what you would like to see next, what you liked about our videos, what you don't like, and we will see you in the next video.